Hallo. All right. Hello, what is up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yo, King Kova show with the 12-month resub. Thank you. Much appreciated. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's gonna be a different one today. Um, there's a few scammers around. Definitely not as many as usual. It's pretty kind of quiet compared to how it actually usually is. It's like pretty quiet. Um, So we're gonna do a little bit of a different stream. I did say I would go live. Um, so yeah, as you guys know, Thursdays are short streams, anyways. Um, but yeah, so not gonna wait too long, I guess, for the start here. Just kind of gonna start up and then um, get going here and seeing what's going on. I checked too. There's not too many other people live today. I kind of thought there was going to be a ton of people live today, to be honest, but I guess it makes sense with how there's not really any scammers today. For the most part, um, usually there's like a bunch of other people live, but yeah, it's pretty quiet today. So yeah, we'll give it a minute. And also, I put the full calls of the scammer versus calculator video. The full stream highlight over on the second channel came out a little bit late today. Um, with all the stuff going on, I completely forgot about it yesterday and actually almost missed the upload. But got it up today. So it's a little late, but it is there. So of course after this stream, if you guys are still looking for something to watch, you guys weren't there maybe for the whole scammer versus calculator stream. Um, go check out that on the second channel. It's like all the calls and stuff stringed together where I'm actually getting the scammers to connect with the calculator. So I'm sure some people will find that interesting. But yeah, let's do I guess while we're starting here, let me do the daily Discord check. Let's see if Discord will let's go Green Bay. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about football and I pretty much never watch it. Unless if I'm sitting there in like a waiting room, I guess at like a business and I see it on. That's the closest I get. Yeah, that's about as close as I get to football. Let's see. Let's see if Discord has granted us the right of no, server still failed activity requirements. I thought with all the messages that people sent on Monday that it would have or no, yesterday that it would have beat that, but no, I guess not. Maybe it's just going to take a while. Hmm. Okay. Well, we'll check back up on that later. Says a rolling 8-week period is how it calculates the activity requirements for the discovery. But I was hoping that if a bunch of people just said stuff, the huge influx of that would just calculate in. What happened? I see a lot from India. Do you ever venture in other countries like Nigeria? Well, I don't just call Indian scammers to call Indian scammers. I mean that's what a lot of people think. just off the bat. But I call the main scammers that I call are refund scammers, and it just happens that every refund scammer is from India. But I call refund scammers a lot. QuickBooks scammers, those are pretty much all based out of India. I call publishers clearinghouse scammers, those are pretty much all based out of Jamaica, but now we're getting some out of Nigeria. What else do I call the lottery scammers? Which sometimes it's not just PCH, it's like Mega Millions, stuff like that. Also, Music Coma with the 15-month resub, thank you. Um, I've went and exposed crypto scammers on X. Those guys were all from Nigeria. I've talked to British lottery scammers. That's one of the more recent videos on my channel. Yeah, I mean, I get questions like that all the time, and it's just, you know, it's like I need a big disclaimer that says I'm not specifically calling them, you know. Flight scammers, yeah, I call flight scammers too, and those are pretty much all based out of India too. Um, some of them will be based out of like the Philippines, maybe, um, but mostly out of India. Yeah, it just happens that most of these scams are operated out of India, like a huge portion of them. That's just how it is. And I'm getting some dropped frames here. Hopefully, it's fine for you guys. I think it's stabilizing. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Hopefully, you guys can hear me fine. But yeah, today's just gonna be like a chill stream. I actually do have a task today. I'm gonna do a live setup of a new virtual machine. I'm gonna be changing my virtual machine. So if you guys have seen um well, obviously you've seen my videos and streams. You've seen the virtual machine I've been using, the Windows 10 one. I've been using that for, oh man, probably 2.5 years. No, a year, 2 years, or a year and a half to 2 years. But now, I mean, it doesn't really matter if I change the version because Windows 10 is dropping support, but I'm going to change it to Windows 10 LTSC. So let me show you guys. And I'm going to do it on stream. I'm going to set it all up here so you guys can, I guess, kind of see the process. So, yeah, I was in the middle of making a tutorial video with this, and so don't mind. We can just put this over here. We can put that over there like that, and just, well, actually, I don't need this over here either. Is this Windows 10 LTSC? Yeah, here's Windows 10 LTSC Enterprise. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. And then maybe after that, depends how long this goes on for. Maybe I'll try and see if I can get a couple of scammers on the phone, but don't expect anything. It's a big federal holiday, so there's really not too many out today. So, yeah, I guess let's start setting this up. So, if anyone's ever wanted to see an updated virtual machine setup, the setup process, um, here it is. It's pretty easy, if I'm being honest. It's pretty easy. It's not super complicated. Now this here, I don't think I can actually tell you guys how to get this, or I will get in trouble. You know, with YouTube and I don't know if Twitch would care, but I think YouTube would get mad at me. But this is the Windows 10 Enterprise long-term support channel version of Windows 10, which I already said Windows 10, but yeah, the LTSC version of Windows 10, which maybe you guys have heard a lot about on the internet after the regular version of Windows 10, officially ended its support. So that's what this is. This is the same one that I use for this here. So this VM here is my VM that I use um, for the scammer versus calls. So now I'm going to be setting up a new one, and basically I'm going to be kind of just doing a new bait VM from the ground up. So yeah, let's start the process, man. I guess let's just get it started. There's not really much else to do. So let's do this. Let's create a new virtual machine. Now I have a specific folder where I put these in. So we're gonna go to this PC. I have, well, a specific drive to be fair. So we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna create a new folder before I create the virtual machine. What do I name this? I was gonna say, what do I bait this? What do I name this? It's gonna be my. We'll say bait LTSC. Um, win 10. Something memorable for yourself. So yeah, so bait LTSC Windows 10. That seems pretty good. And then I'm just gonna copy this file path here so I can paste it later. And let's try and create a VM here. So we're gonna do custom for the new virtual machine. I always like to do custom. Um, so let's go next. Workstation 17.5. Yep, the newest version, of course. Install the operating system later. Then we'll do Microsoft Windows, Windows 10, x64. That's perfect. Virtual machine name. I'm just going to copy. We're just going to put the same name as I named the folder. We're going to go down here to this PC. Virtual machines. Bait LTSC, Windows 10. Click OK. Next. UEFI. Next. Number of processors, that's going to be 1. Number of cores, I have 6 cores on this system. So if we go here to Task Manager, I have 6 here, or no, I have 8. But I think like actual cores, I have 4. Yeah, okay. I think it's 4 cores and 4 threads. That's what I have. So I'm going to give it 4 cores per processor. Actually, I'll give it 6. I'll give it 6. Usually you wouldn't want to put too much. You don't put like maybe half. Um, for the core count, based off the cores you have on your actual computer. But this machine I'm using, like, this is purely just for virtual machines. So it's okay if I go over that kind of limit. If I have high RAM but mid processor and mid GPU, will it work without lag? Without lag? Um, I mean, you should be fine. I mean, I don't know what processor you're talking about, but if you got a few cores to play around with and it's not like a ancient processor, then yeah, I think it'd be fine. Virtual memory. So this is a thing where you don't want to just like go a little bit overboard with. Um, so system memory here, I got 16 gigs usable. Uh, looks like 15.8 available, 11.8. So I'm gonna give this VM. I'll give it 8. No, we'll give it like 9, 10. We'll give it 10. 10 gigs of RAM. Yo, Carla, stop with the 100 bits. Thank you. Much appreciated. So we'll give it 10 gigs of RAM. Network type. So there's a few options here. You don't want to give this like direct access to your network and stuff. You don't want to have no internet. The best option here is to use network address translation. So you're giving it connection through the Ethernet, but it's not like actually connecting to everything. Well, kind of is, but yeah. We're just gonna go next with that. Just choose that. This LSI Logic SAS, yeah, next. Who cares? NVMe disk type, yeah, that's okay. Select a disk, so we're gonna create a new virtual disk. Don't don't choose these unless you already have a virtual machine or something going. Maximum disk size. Um, you're gonna want to make sure that you choose a good option here. So you're just gonna go to your disk. So you're gonna go to this PC, whatever disk or drive you're storing this on. I got 355 gigs free. And you see here, I got 200. That's what I'm gonna use for this virtual machine. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 250. Yeah, I'm gonna do 250 gigs. That's what I'm gonna use for this virtual machine. And you should remember too, if you have other virtual machines like I do here, the way we're creating this virtual disk is we're not allocating the disk space now. We're gonna split the virtual disk into multiple files, which means it's not gonna show on here how much space you actually have set for the virtual machine. So as you download things and install things on the virtual machine, it's going to start using more and more of this. So if you over allocate with your other virtual machines, if you have other ones and this one, you could run into a problem in the future where you run out of this space altogether because all of a sudden you've been installing stuff on your virtual machines and now they've expanded past the actual limit of your drive. So keep that in mind. Specify disk files. We're going to go browse. And then I'm just going to control V that file directory from before and save it there. Next. And then it's just going to show you everything. You just check it, make sure like, oh yeah, that's everything I chose, and then finish. Pretty simple, man. And then it's going to show up here. But now you're not going to click power on. We're going to go to edit virtual machine settings. We're going to go down to CD/DVD, use ISO image, and then we're going to browse to that ISO file for the Windows installer. As you can see here, just select on that, click open, and then now that's there. And then you just click OK. And then now you start up the virtual machine, and it should go right into the installation process of that Windows ISO. So I'm going to make this well, I don't have to leave it. Oh, yeah, press a key. Sorry. Forgot that. When the virtual machine starts up, click your mouse on it to grab it, and then press any key. Like, literally any key on your keyboard. And then this thing here, honestly, you could click the X on this. I can show you guys how to do that after. And then, yeah, now it's just a regular Windows installation. So you just go through the process like you're on an actual computer. I'm just going to say I don't have a product key. We'll just go Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC. I accept the terms. Then we're going to go, oh yeah, you're going to click custom here. Which type of installation? Custom. Make sure you got your drive, the 250 gigs. Going to make sure that's selected. It's going to probably be the only drive, so it'll be automatically selected. And then you just click next. And then it's going to install. That's it. Well, how long was that? Like 10 minutes? It's really a simple process. And you're going to want to make sure if you're making a virtual machine for scam baiting, the number one rule, guys, never run anything with any logged in accounts with any of your personal information in the virtual machine. I've gotten this question a million times. If you're going to run a VPN, you want to use a VPN, do not run it inside the virtual machine. You run it on the host. You run it on the host machine. Do not run it inside of the virtual machine. Do not log into your email on the virtual machine unless it's a fake email address you made for baiting scammers. Any of that stuff. Do not log in any of your personal stuff inside of the virtual machine. I feel like I just have to say that as a disclaimer so people know. Don't do that. It's going to mess you up, man. Because then if the scammers can get a hold of that information, that's bad. Because now you're basically like a victim, and they're on your computer getting your personal information. You know, you're supposed to be the baiter. You're not the victim. You see this little thing, install tools. You could just remind me later. You don't have to. We'll deal with that in a second. Also, if you're clicked into the virtual machine and you're like wondering, oh man, my mouse won't go out of the virtual machine. If you press Control and Alt at the same time, you see my mouse isn't moving now? It disconnects it from the virtual machine. So now it's restarting. So now it's doing the full Windows install. So now, honestly, you can go here. I believe you can do this right now. You can go to VM, top right, or top left, go to Settings, go to DVD, and then this drive, you can just disconnect it. Because it already copied all the files. So now it's just going to do the Windows installation, and you don't need that ISO file anymore. So yeah, now we just wait for Windows. That's kind of it's literally like you're installing it on a computer. It's going to reboot a few times. It's going to tell you it's getting things ready. It's going to tell you we're enhancing your life. Prepare. Um, yeah. So, just a moment, see? Just a moment. Do you guys think this is easy to follow on the live stream? Do you guys think this is easy enough to follow? I think I might add this stream into the scam bait guide. All right. Where is OBS recording? You're talking about my specific setup. If you're recording with OBS, you're just going to have it recording on your host machine. You just have OBS running on your host machine, and you just capture this window. And then if you want, you could just capture your whole screen too. And then you can go here. If you go to View and click Full Screen, you could just capture your whole screen with OBS, and then now you full screen the VM, and it's like this. Just keep in mind, if you go out of the VM and you do this, that's going to block the VM screen. So you'd probably want to capture the application, which would be VMware Workstation. And then if you just full screen it, and then yeah, it should work. And also, when you're in full screen like this, if you want to get out, you just go to the top. You can have this pinned or unpinned. You see here, you click this little pin. You just move your mouse to the top, and it comes up. But remember, if you're selected on the VM, that might not come up. So hold Control and Alt at the same time. And then you see my mouse. It's not following my cursor. And then now I can access that there. So yeah. All right, let's set this up. Next. Skip. So this is just like you're setting up Windows 10. Just remember, what's your persona? Right? This isn't your Windows. This is if you have a fake scam bait identity, right? That's who you're setting this up for. You don't put your personal information. If you're setting a password on this, you don't put your password that you use on anything. Right? You might think, oh, well, they can't connect that. No, you don't do that. That's the number one rule. Okay? Never any personal information. Ever. On a scam bait virtual machine. This is the scammer's playground. This is where they go. They're going to look at everything. They're going to take every opportunity. So now here, it's going to ask you to sign in with Microsoft. Now, on Windows 10 LTSC, I believe we can just go to domain join. And then now it's going to ask who's using this PC. So for here, I was going to do Dell again. I always tell the scammers I'm using a Dell. I think I'm going to go with an HP. I think I'm going to go with HP. So I'm just going to call the username HP. I do this because if you guys know, if you buy a Dell computer or an HP computer, That's usually like what the name will show up as. Like if you buy something from Best Buy or if you buy like an Asus computer, it'll show up as Asus, like for the name by default. Um, so that's just kind of what I do with my actually I might go Asus. 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 Yeah, that's different. I'll go Asus for this one. Yeah, okay. So that's my username. Password, I don't think I'm gonna set a password for this VM. Um, so I'm just gonna go next. All of this, keep it on. It's a bait virtual machine. Yo, Armando Lyman with the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Yo, thank you, man. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you for the 5 gifted freaking memberships bomb, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you, man. Um, so usually I turn all of these off. If it, you're right. If it's an actual Windows 10 installation. Now, if you're not using like a VPN or something, maybe you don't want all of this on. Like this location, maybe you can turn that off. If you don't want the scammers to easily be able to see your location, like with the little Windows weather thing in the bottom right or whatever, you can turn that off. But I'm just gonna leave all this on and accept. Just a moment. Maybe another moment, 2 moments, couple moments. Hi. Oh, okay, here we go. So now it's doing their we're getting everything ready for you. I remember seeing this when I first installed Windows 10, the night that it came out. The night that it came out, I upgraded from Windows 7, and then I had to downgrade the next day because none of my graphics drivers worked on Windows 10 on my ThinkPad T400. So I couldn't play Minecraft. Yeah, that was a time, man. Stayed up till like 1 in the morning for the Windows 10 release. It was, who does that? Apparently I do. Apparently I do. So this is just doing it should drop me into the desktop after this, I think. Yeah, I think it's about to. Oh, there we go. So you're gonna notice it looks a little like dinky. So we're just gonna close that. As you can see here, this is all tiny. So what we're gonna do here now is Windows is probably gonna download some drivers while we're doing this. So we're gonna go to VM up here in the top on the menu bar. Remember, if you're stuck in the virtual machine, Control and Alt at the same time, go up VM and install VMware Tools. Just click on that, and then you're gonna on the VM, you're gonna go to the Start button, click the File Explorer for documents, go to this PC, and then oh look at that, VMware Tools. How did that get there? Click on it, click yes, and now we're gonna install VMware Tools, and this will install the VMware graphics like drivers and everything else. So we're just gonna go next. I always like to do complete install. And then just let that install. Oh yeah, restart required. So Windows. Oh, 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 there it goes. There goes the drivers. Finish. So now it's gonna ask you to restart. Just say yes and let it restart. So that's gonna restart now. Not too bad of a process, right? Not too bad of a process. So now before we go forward here, this is gonna welcome in. One of the things that you want to fix is if you go to MS Info, system information. You can see here VMware, VMware Inc., VMware 20, all of this. I'll be honest, scammers don't really check this anymore, but I always do make this setting. So I'm gonna show you guys how to hide that really quick. So I'm gonna go like this, take it out of full screen. And if you're wondering how I did that, um, just go up here, see the minimize, the close, and then exit full screen mode, and then boom, and it'll just auto resize. So I'm gonna go power shutdown. That's gonna shut down. And now actually what we're gonna use is I'm gonna go to TSU. And grab this link. Give me a second here. From the scan, it should be on the scam bait guide. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so let me copy this over. Copy. Go here. Go there. This actual Windows 10 installation here is on a very slow hard drive. My virtual machines are on an NVMe SSD, but this is on a slow hard drive. So enter. So this is a scam bait guide on TSU that I'm always telling you guys about. So if you go to the guide and you scroll down here to creating a VM, like I just did, you're gonna go to here. Here, how to make a VMware virtual machine match system info. And then we have stop phone scammers. If you guys know, I've talked about him a lot. So yeah, this is a video from Stop Phone Scammers from a while ago, a long time ago. And basically it's the process of how to, you can see here, 7 freaking years ago, man. 7 freaking years. Ooh, it's been a long time, man. But if we go here, it basically shows you how to do exactly what I'm telling you to do. And you can see that's Windows XP, but it still works. So I don't remember the exact process. So I'm just going to kind of follow the video. So I believe what you do. Okay, let me show you guys. So first we're going to grab this code here. I'm just going to copy that onto my clipboard. Make sure that's copied on my clipboard. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go to the directory that I installed my virtual machine to. As you can see here. That's the directory. You see all these files. They look a little different now, but yeah. And then I think it's the VMX file that we're going to edit here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Windows XP. Okay. Yeah, he's editing the VMX file. Now I think you can edit this with Notepad. I don't think you need Notepad++. If you don't see the file extensions, go down to View, View, Show, file name extensions. Oop, there you go. Now all the little boopy boops show up after that. So we're looking for .vmx right here. So I believe we can just edit this with Notepad. Here we go. Edit in Notepad. There you go. And I believe we just add this to the bottom. So you see he's editing it with Notepad. Scrolls all the way to the bottom and then just enters that in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this file, scroll all the way to the bottom, click on the last piece here, enter, Control V, and then file, save. Make sure that's saved. File, save. And then, yeah, there we go. Close that. And then the virtual machine should just boot back up. So we're going to power up, full screen it. Let's see if that worked. Let's see if that worked. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. What do you guys think? Did it work? You guys think it worked? So let's see now. Let's go MS Info 32. No, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? It kind of worked. Why is this one still the same? It changed all of this, but this still says VMware. Why do you still say VMware? Uh-oh. Is this not totally working for newer versions? So all of this used to say VMware here, and it changed to the actual Dell, like Inspiron. I think this said VMware and stuff. Well, the system name didn't, but this stuff said VMware. This here, this BIOS version / date still says VMware. I might have to look into that, see why that isn't changing. Probably not anything I'm going to do in the capacity of this stream here today. And then maybe I'll I'll amend something to the scam bait guide. Or maybe I just need to do another restart. So here, let me do a restart and see if that fixes it. And then while that's restarting, I'm going to do a BRB super quick, y'all. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's like so tiny. Okay, let's see. It still says VMware. All right. Oh, we'll figure it. We'll figure that out later. So once I ask AI, let's see. Should I ask AI? Oh boy. Start without. Oh, continue without. Oh boy. Oh, why is it so annoying? Okay. Google.com/Chrome. Get me out of here. Let's download Chrome. Get me away. Goodbye, Microsoft Edge. Whew, that was scary. That was scary. Okay, now I'm downloading Chrome. So, I mean, pretty much everything after this point is just kind of setting up the VM how you want. I'm going to go through and show you guys how I do like some quick population techniques for the VM. Oh, also, if you click this little up arrow, you see this says VMware Tools. Just right click that and click disable icon. And then now it won't show that. So you don't have to worry about that. Don't sign in. Set as default browser. Is it going to prompt me to... Okay, web browser. Okay. I guess I'll do it myself. Thanks. Got it. Okay. So let's go here and let's do uh duck.ai. Let's ask AI. Dude, you're sharing the VM secrets today? Will there be a VOD, a video slash VOD I can watch later? I missed the beginning. Yeah, I mean it's all on YouTube. These aren't really secrets. I mean, these are all like things that are on the guide. It's just kind of like I guess an updated version. Um, if you're like installing with Windows 10 LTSC, but these aren't like any real big secrets or anything. Let's ask AI. Let's um, say my new VMware workstation VM is showing in MS Info 32 that the BIOS is VMware, even though I added this to the .vmx file. We'll say, why is that? And we'll turn on search. Let's see, does AI know? Possible reasons. Should not be duplicated. Oh, adding complementary settings can help. SM BIOS, add host vendor, true, and no OEM strings. Should we try it? Should we see if AI is right? We'll try it. I don't know. Do I have that copy? Okay. Let's see. Let's try it. Oops, wrong one. VMX. Edit with Notepad. Let's see. Oh, oh, there it is. It moved it. You guys see it? So we put it at the bottom, but then VMware or reorganized that. Where's my paste? Hello? It's on my clipboard. Why are you not? Why are you not here? There you go. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I feel like this is supposed to be capitalized, so it follows the same like syntax as everything else. So let's save that. And let's see if that kills the VM. Oh, it's starting. I didn't break it. Okay, let's see. If this works, then I'll add it. I'll add it to the post on TSU. Let's see. All right, so now we're back in MS Info 32. No, didn't work. All right. Well, good try, AI. I'll look into that later. But okay, let me show you guys how I populate this. So there's actually a couple things. Now the first thing here, do I have it on this machine? So I have these two things here. As for populating, I have this cleanup dot or this Chrome fill dot bat that I'm just gonna drag. I'm gonna drag these onto here like that. Um, Now these files, I don't think I have them anywhere on TSU. But I think I could put them on TSU. It's just a batch script that fills up Chrome. So if I go here to edit, what? No, operate. What? Edit. Okay. Yeah, it basically just it's all these URLs. It just opens Chrome and browses to all these URLs. That's it. Yeah. Um, that's it. It's just to fill up the, search history. So if I go here, So usually what I'll do is I'll create like a folder, and I'll say like I'll call it like win. I'll call it something random, and then I'll do that, and then I'll go to Chrome Fill. And you see, I'll open this, and then it just browses to all of those pages, and then it gives it like 30 seconds so it can load everything. Um, you can honestly, you could probably ask AI to actually make you this very easily. If you ask AI, just tell AI to like be like, hey, make a batch script that opens 30 random URLs in Google Chrome and open 30 random websites. And then after 30 seconds or 45 seconds, it automatically closes. As you can see, it closes. Then now if we go to Google Chrome, we go like that. We go to history. Now I have a bunch of random browsing history. So there's a way you can fill up browsing history. Another way, if you go to YouTube and you do YouTube Shorts, I found this way is a really easy way to fill your browsing history. Thought it wasn't gonna load. Hello, I'm offline. What? 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 Why'd the internet die? Hello? Oh, bro, this hard drive is so crappy. Okay. Okay, Windows 11. Did my internet die on here? Oh my. This I really need to figure out this hard drive issue. Is this all loading? Yeah, I got internet here. Why does my VM internet die? What? Oh, I think I have a suspicion. I have a suspicion. No. I thought Windows Update was doing something in the background. Huh. Okay. I don't know why my internet randomly died on the VM. Can I use it now? Okay, let's go to YouTube and let's search like I don't know, gym fails or something. And then if you just go to like where's the YouTube? Okay. Okay. Holy thumbnails, bro. Let's not search that. Okay. What the come on, YouTube. Okay. Outdoor boys then. Holy. Can we find some YouTube shorts? I'm trying to find where's YouTube shorts? Why are shorts not showing up? Oh, here they are. Yeah, there you go. If you find YouTube shorts, you can just scroll through this stuff. And if you look at the URL here, every time you scroll down, it's a new URL. So if I just scroll through a couple of these shorts and they just play for like a second, and then now if I go to my history, you see here, it just fills up your history really easily. I do this sometimes. And then like later, the scammers ask what you do on the computer. Be like, oh yeah, I go on YouTube. I watch them. I like watching the shorts on there. You could just tell them stuff like that. Yeah, that's an easy way to fill up your history. But all right, let's see about actually filling up programs. So this thing is like super old stuff. So this is like a super old tip. Nyanite. So you type Nyanite, go to nyanite.com. And people always ask me this. They're like, why do you have this program? Why do you have that program? And I literally just go here and I check things off. That is it, guys. If you need web browsers, there you go. If you want to download antivirus stuff, there you go. If you want to download any of this stuff, like I'll download freaking Notepad plus plus. Let's go here. Messaging, Zoom, Discord, Microsoft Teams, Pigeon, Thunderbird, Trillion. Screw it, all of it. Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, SugarSync. I'll just get 7-zip for the zipping formats. Media, iTunes, VLC, AMP, FooBar, Winamp, MusicBee, Audacity, K-Lite Codecs, GOM Player, Spotify, CCCP, I don't know, Media Monkey, Handbrake. We want it all. VC++ redistributables. Yeah, screw it. Let's just get everything. Basically, I'm just filling this stuff up, and I'll show you guys why in a second, why I'm grabbing all these, but just fill it all up. Oh, we want the .NET framework? Yeah. We're getting the .NET framework. We're getting every version of the .NET framework. I'll show you guys. Java, you can get like one version of this. We'll get we'll just get this one. Now we'll get 21. We'll get 20. This is 8. We'll get 21. Imaging. We'll get like Krita, Blender, Paint.net, GIMP, InfraView. Yeah, we'll just get everything. Screw it. Okay. Utilities, we'll get like CCleaner. We'll get Revo and ImageBurn, and that's it. We'll get Evernote, Google Earth. We'll get Steam. We'll get everything. And that's it. We'll get Qubit Torrent. And then we'll get like LibreOffice and OpenOffice. And then after you check everything you want, you just say, get your night. And then it's going to download something. And then after it downloads, open that. And watch this. Click yes. Now watch my desktop. Oh, well, it's installing Java first. But yeah, it's going through and just auto-installing everything. You should see some icons show up here. Yep, everything. As you see, all the programs are just going to show up. It installs it for you. So now you don't have to go to every site, right? And install everything manually. You just let it install. You see, it's all showing up here. And then as that's installing, if we go here to the control panel, because sometimes the scammers like to look at your installed programs, it's just going to, look at this. You see all those redistributables? It just fills it up nice and good because you got that VMware tools in there. So you just want this all filled up with crap so it looks like you actually use the computer. As you can see here. Do I have to refresh this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. See? Look at this. It's like, oh, wow. Look at all this software I have on here. And it's just going to install everything. And then look at now your whole desktop is filled up with icons. It's filled up with programs. It doesn't look like a random bare machine. And you know what else this does? You know what else this does is it fills up the event viewer with events. So we can go to like administrative events. Is it? Can I make this bigger? Look at this. Tons of events already. Look at all the errors and warnings that a scammer could possibly hope for just from all this setup process. Look at that. Now we got events in the event viewer for them to tell me that I have viruses, and that's just going to go through and install all of that. So yeah, you just wait for that. Just let that install. And then I guess while we're going here, let's go and grab QuickBooks. I'm going to download the QuickBooks trial. No, this is the wrong page. Did they change it? Wait, that's the same page. No, there's a way to download the trial version of the actual QuickBooks desktop 30-day trial. Oh, there it is, QuickBooks Enterprise. Or should I do? Is there anything that's not Enterprise? Or I have to do Enterprise? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do we'll say QuickBooks desktop download 2019. Bring me to that page with those downloads. If I go here to like, okay, no. Wait, so if this download 2019, can I do 2024? Oh, Pro. Is 2019 too old though? I wonder if they'll give me crap. I kind of want to do 2024. Let me see if I can find the same page. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Country, United States. So I'm going to do Pro this time because I've been doing Enterprise, but that I feel like that always tips them off. We're going to do Pro 2024. Search. Yes. Download. And we just want to download it and install it so I have all the installation files. Did that start downloading? Oh. Okay. There we go. 2024. Let's see if it'll let me install this without a license key. I don't know where I got the trial version from last time. Is having Qubit torrent a tell for scammers? I've never had any issues with it. I put it on all my other virtual machines. All right, here, let's install QuickBooks really quick while this is going. I mean, you guys don't have to do this. This is specific for me because I'm going to be baiting QuickBooks scammers. But if you want to bait QuickBooks scammers, you can follow the same process. Nice. Oh. I have to click that. I accept. No. Wait. Hold on. Let me see. Does QuickBooks have like a trial? QuickBooks Pro 2024 trial license. License code. Wait, so I have to do the enterprise version for the trial version? But what if I want the pro? Lifetime license? Oh, QuickBooks old version. Oh, I don't think I could do this on stream. Will this let me? Will this work? Hold on. Oh, spooky things are happening. Will this work? Will this give me like a license? Nice. Okay, so this license is like it's like an old license. So I don't think it'll let me actually use the software, but it looks like it'll install the files for me, which is what I want. So next. Nice. Okay, install. Sweet. Okay, that works. Okay, I just found a post on Reddit that had like a bunch of old license numbers for QuickBooks, like old versions of QuickBooks. Cool. I mean, you guys saw the code on screen, so you could just copy what I did if you want. All right, so just let this install. This is the fun part, man. Cool. Look at all these icons. Woohoo! And I guess while this is going, we can go to I don't want to put in my search history here. So go like this. We'll go to TSU. And we'll get the tool made by Bob's, XINL Bob's. The fake QuickBooks. Oh man. See, I really need a new hard drive for this. This one here. So go here, we'll go scan bait tools. Ultraviewer error application. ConnectWise blocked error. Which one? Where is it? QuickBooks error pop-up simulation. Mediafire. Download. So this is a fake. If you guys are wondering, that QuickBooks error that I always have on my screen, this was made by XINL Bob's over on TSU. Okay. So QuickBooks error.zip. And I'm just going to drag that onto the VM. Nope. Drag it onto the VM. Are you in? You're not. Let me go here. Let me. Oh, this hard drive is so slow. Okay. Drag onto the VM. Mother dong. Go. You know, mother ding, dude. Hey, I told you, go onto the freaking thing, man. Get over there. This in the way? What if I put it on a desktop first? Desktop. And then I drag it. You drag onto. Oh, you little rat. Go. Oh, 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 oh. Did it work? Where is it? Is it there? Is it on? Where's my QuickBooks error? Oh, boy. Oh, so now it works. Now it randomly works. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Now it drags over. All those other times, and then I have full screen in, then take it out of full screen, and it works. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so now this is installing QuickBooks. So this is the little fake error thing, and I'll show you guys what to do with this um, in a second here. So I'm going to open this. Always use 7-zip. I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to get this set up real quick. So we'll delete that, and we'll just leave this here for now, and then I'll show you guys what to do with it. And now we're just kind of waiting for this to install. So I don't know if you guys have questions or something. I guess shoot me some questions while this is all installing. Y'all got any questions? QuickBooks page says not to try to register the trial version, though. I'm not sure what you mean. You have a question. What is your question? Looked it up. It's reliable. What's reliable? Qubit torrent? Oh, Nyanite? Is that what you guys were talking about? Nyanite? Am I Italian? That's a weird question. No, I don't think so. Why do you think that I'm Italian? I've been watching a TV show with an Italian guy. It's the one where I forget the name. It's like Black something. The guy that goes into the prison and he has to try and get a confession from that crazy dude. And freaking Master Braytech is in that show. I don't know the name of the actor. I just know Master Braytech from freaking Stargate. But he's like he's the big Italian guy in the prison. I was like, no way, bro. He looks the same too. He looks the same. Like he has not aged, bro. But yeah. What I'm doing in file deletion is the file browser screen on the same VM that they're connected to, or is in a higher VM. I have two separate virtual machines. Two separate virtual machines. Do I do phone text scams? Like romance and stuff where you message them over text message and stuff? Generally I haven't done those. No. Not really. Yeah. Not too into those. I like getting someone on the phone and actually talking to them that way, vocally, you know? That's kind of my vibe. So we're just gonna let these finish installing here. Um, yeah. Stargate is the best franchise. Am I from the US? Yes. Double connected to them. Technically, yeah. Is there a way to run a virtual Android? Yeah. I think like BlueStacks and there's a couple other different softwares. I haven't set anything up myself though, so I couldn't give you any good advice right now, to be honest. I couldn't give you any good advice. What I recommend for someone who wants to start scam baiting, check out the guide. So if you type exclamation mark TSU in the chat, and then when you get onto that website, you click the little life raft in the top right, or it might be one of the pinned posts and it says scam bait guide. Just go through that, read through it. It's really like the basics of getting started with scam baiting. Get you started with the phone software, installing a virtual machine like I just showed here today, and all that stuff. But if you're just trying to call, you just want to get used to calling, go and download Text Now, something like that. Not sponsored with them, but something like that. Get you a free phone number that's not your own. Um, Set up a fake personality, choose a location, choose a different state or you choose the same state you're already in. Um, set up a fake name and stuff and just start calling them and get used to using that fake personality. Don't give them any of your real information. Stuff like that. That could get you started if you don't want to go into the whole setting up a virtual machine and all that. Click later. So all this stuff is popping up because it's just installed all of these things. Um, Google Chrome. Oh, why does Discord want to find things on my local network? Oh, we got one thing failed. Microsoft Teams couldn't verify installation. So yeah, we're just letting this install. It says do not try to register the trial. If you register, it could lock you out of QuickBooks. Well, that doesn't matter in this case because the only reason I'm installing QuickBooks is to get all the installation files in. That's the only reason I'm doing this. So it looks like there's actual QuickBooks on here. So you see now QuickBooks is installed. We go and find the shortcut here, QuickBooks Pro Plus. If I go here, open file location. Now the scammer can look through all this and see, oh, there's actually a QuickBooks installed here. And this one I downloaded isn't actually the trial version. This one's the full version, and I just used an old product key that I found on a random Reddit. So I guess I can open this. So I can click Open QuickBooks. I don't know if it's going to open with that license key. It doesn't really matter, though. It doesn't need to open. I clicked Open, I think. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. This is still installing in the background. Imagine installing all of this, manually. It'd take forever. But now with Nyanite, all of a sudden your virtual machine has tons of stuff for the scammer to look at. Activate QuickBooks. So if I click Begin Activation, I wonder what this will do. Contact support to complete it. Okay, yeah. So we'll just click cancel. Just click OK. Oh, wait, this will allow me to, create a new company. Oh, okay. It won't let me do that. So that's fine. That's fine. Um, so I can just close this now. And what I'll do is I'll show you guys how to set this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna click open file location. And this file here, QBW Pro, I think launches another file. Uh, uh no, this is an exe, but I think there's like another, yeah, this application file QBW. So what I want to do here is I want to copy this. So QBW Pro, I want to delete. Before I do that, I'm going to rename this and I'm going to say QBW Pro. QBW. So I'm going to name this here the same as that. And I'm going to delete that and I'm going to drag this in here. Continue. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go to send to desktop and I'm going to create a desktop shortcut. And then I'm looking here. Does this have an ICO file anywhere? So an ICO file is the little icon. I guess I could search for it. Data locals. I don't know if it's in here. I think I could just do like dot ICO. Okay, here we go. Icon files. Do we have a QuickBooks icon file? Acrobat. Is this just showing me everything? Can you stop resetting? Can you Windows? Holy. Can you stop putting me up to the top? Oh, Windows, you trash bag. I'm trying to look through here. Okay. Okay. Okay, buddy. I just want to look and see if QuickBooks has an icon file. All right, we're gonna Google it. We're gonna Google it. We're gonna Google it. We're gonna Google it because Windows freaking search keeps resetting my thing and I'm getting pissed. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Google. I'm gonna show you guys how to get this. So if you guys don't know, the ICO file, it's for this. You see this icon here? You see how this shortcut here that I made doesn't have an icon? We need that. We need that icon. And I think if I go to properties here, does this actually change icon? Yeah, so this is getting it from an exe. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's copy this. Cancel. Properties. Change icon. Click OK. Control V. Enter. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay. And then QuickBooks 2024. Click apply. Okay, so now this is that. And then we're going to right click here. Rename. Control copy. Delete the old one. Go to the new one. Right click. Rename. Control V. And enter. And then if we click on it, oh, it works. Cool. And then now here you can see it has a little icon on the bottom. Sorry if I did that really quick. Hopefully you guys understood that. And then now I'm going to go here and I'm going to get rid of there's the other QBW file in here that launches, I think it also launches QuickBooks. This thing, QBW, what does this do? What do you do? Yeah, this launches QuickBooks Desktop too, and I don't want scammers to do that. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to cancel and close this. I'm going to go down to that QBW file. Where is it? Where'd it go? Uh, Q, 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 B, QBW. Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna take this and delete it. Open. It's open. Where? This? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm just deleting it. Okay, that should be good. So now the scammers can't actually launch QuickBooks from going in here. And then if I go here, I double click that, we get the error. All right, there you go. I just set up the fake QuickBooks. Hopefully you guys understood that. Sorry if I was just kind of running around doing randoms, but you saw the whole process. Hopefully, sorry. Hopefully I didn't go too crazy. So yeah, let's see how Nyanite's going. Still installing. Oh, it's on the last thing, Inkscape. Okay. So we're just gonna let that finish. But yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying this little random Thanksgiving stream. Hopefully you're finding some little tips for setting up a VM yourself. It's nothing really too advanced here, but hopefully it's informational. So now what I'm gonna do is, usually what I do is I go and populate and make a bunch of random documents files, but I don't want to redo that all again, so I'm going to steal it from my other virtual machine. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to just turn this one off. I'm going to shut this down. Oh, Windows update. Okay. Let that go. Let that start up, do its thing. Shutting down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that I'm gonna go to my other bait VM and I'm gonna start this. I'm just gonna go to a snapshot actually. Because that will be faster than starting it up from scratch. There we go. Setting up a new VM. So what I'm gonna do here, so this is my old VM as you guys can tell. So what I wanna do here is I wanna copy, I want this. So I'm gonna create a folder. Now this is all this stuff here is like specific to me. This is just filling up my VM. I mean, you can take stuff from this and ideas, but I'm just moving stuff over. So moving to new VM. And I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to put that in there. I want to take that with me. I want to take this, my weird family thing with me. I want to take the Minecraft server with me. I'll take this exe with me. I'll take this picture of me. Let's go here. Secret photos. Now, if I go here, secret dog shaved head clan, we're gonna delete hee hee. Not funny, haha. Funny hee hee. We're gonna delete that, and then ShareX. We'll leave ShareX. Windows PowerShell. We'll leave XISO. We'll delete. And then all of this stuff I want to keep. So we'll go here. I'm gonna do this. Send to compressed folder. And that has my QuickBooks backup file. What could you not add? What did you not add to the zip? What'd you not add? What, the Blender file or something? No, Blender file's there. What did it not add? It said it couldn't add one or more files. Um. Oh, Windows PowerShell. Click this. That's all there. I guess it just couldn't add the Windows PowerShell folder. Okay, that's fine. So I'll take this and I'll put it in here and I'll just rename this. So I'm just taking stuff that I've made on my other virtual machine and putting it in my new one so I don't have to redo steps. And then I'm going to take all my pictures and I'm going to do the same thing, Control A, and I'm going to compress these two. Okay, couldn't move a couple. I'll drag this in there. Rename this. Photos. Photos printed. And then we'll go. This is the QuickBooks file. Downloads. I don't really need all of it. I mean, that can all stay. Documents. I move that over. I don't think there's anything else I really need to take from this virtual machine. I don't have anything in music, videos. Oh, Texas. I need this. I actually use this in my baits. This is, I use so you guys see where it's my computer screen. I have on the PCH calls. If you guys are wondering why how I have the driving in Texas thing, I have this. I just full screen this in my VM, and I go like that. And then now you guys can see me driving while I'm doing the PCH call. Yeah. Every stream has a VOD. Yeah. And if it expires on Twitch, they're all available on YouTube, archived. What am I doing right now? I've just been setting up a new virtual machine and showing people how to populate it and set it up and do all that stuff. So move to new VM. Now I'm going to compress all this. I'm going to compress this too. It's going to compress all the Minecraft stuff. Texas. And then I'll move this. I'll go like that. Um, 2 minutes. 2 freaking minutes. All right. Well, that goes. I'm going to do another BRB really quick, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so is that all done? All right, let me drag this out of the VM and copy it to my host. Yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying this little kind of off the path post stream. Not really, but from what I usually do, I guess. All right, so now I'm gonna power this off, shut down. Goodbye, old virtual machine. I think it's just time for a new virtual machine. This one takes a minute. This one takes a minute to shut down. I could have just cut the power, I guess, but all right, so now I'll go to my new virtual machine and we'll power this thing on. Let it start up. Why am I moving to a new VM? I'm moving it over to Windows 10 LTSC since Windows 10 dropped support. Um, doesn't really matter to scammers, but I don't want to move to Windows 11 for my bait VM. So this is my this is the way I'm gonna move up. Move sideways, I guess. Not really going up anywhere. All right, so now I'm gonna transfer this file over. Everyone else seems to have abandoned me to look crazy in chat. I imagine a lot of people. It's Thanksgiving. They're probably just doing stuff, have something open in the background, listen to the stream. I'd imagine. Okay, so now that's all placed over. Or they're also setting up a VM like me. How many people are also doing this at the same time? Yo, Lala Nigel with the 10 super chat. Yo, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for stream lurking while cooking, y'all, for sure. F Windows 11. Yeah, Windows 11. It's interesting. I've actually had an interesting issue with my laptop on Windows 11. My taskbar will go transparent and then crash. It'll happen sometimes. Like my taskbar, totally transparent. I could see the icons, but the actual taskbar itself will go transparent. And then I'll press the Windows button, and you'll see the mouse loading, and then it resets itself because it crashed. I have no idea why that happens. I installed a firmware update for my laptop's manufacturer, and that fixed it. So maybe it was that, but yeah. 1 hour and 6 minutes to copy 32 gigabytes to my VM. I'm guessing you're on hard drives. This one's a little faster. I'm on this is an NVMe that this VM's running on. I'd recommend I don't know if prices are going up for that. I know RAM prices are skyrocketing right now. I don't know if that's happening for NVMe drives, but if you could get one of those for virtual machines, I definitely recommend it. Very, very speedy, as you can see. So moving to new VM, let's move all these documents over. Let me extract this. So these are all my old files from my other virtual machine. So the Minecraft server, that goes on the desktop. This goes on the desktop. I can delete WinWham because everything that was in there is actually in here. And my keyboard's dying. Oh no. Hold on. Why's my keyboard dying? Where's my cable? Not my cable. That's my cable. Oh, come on, cable. I need a new keyboard. This thing. Okay. Is it plugged in? Okay. All right. AnyDesk, of course. Have to have AnyDesk. The picture of me. This Texas thing. Let me open another file explorer window. Pictures, no videos. This PC. Videos. Put Texas in there. We'll go to pictures. Photos printed. We'll go here. Blah, 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 blah. What am I missing? Extract here. Hey, there we go. And then documents. We'll take docs. Extract here. Yeah. Yes, to all, sure. There we go. Now it looks like I have documents because I made all these before.
Give a
And then
big
moving to
shout
new
out
VM, you
to
don't
the
really want
raid.
that there.
Hello.
Yo, Cookie Bates with the
everybody.
raid. Welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Welcome, y'all. Finally gets a radios, a re-raid. Yeah, I was surprised that you were alive. I saw someone say that in chat, and I was like, really? This is early as hell. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Appreciate the raid. Welcome. Oh, let me get that shout out. Hold on. There you go. Much appreciated. Welcome, y'all. Thanksgiving plans probably tomorrow too. Yeah, I'm only gonna be live for a little bit longer here. I've been doing a whole stream about setting up a virtual machine for scam baiting. With Windows 10 LTSC. Setting all that up. My new VM, not moving to Windows 11. I always have the fun VMs. Are they? Well, I just put a random crap on it, like my Minecraft server. Let's see if my Minecraft server starts up. Sweet, there we go. Minecraft. Need a number, they might be sus, but yeah. No, I don't think I'll be making any calls for this stream today. Yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those chill ones. I appreciate it though. Oh, Java 20. Unsupported Java detected. I need Java. I need Java. All good. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Does VMware work with Linux? Yeah. Yeah, VMware. You can install VMware on Linux. Windows 11 sucks. Bring back XP. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. For me, Windows 7, I loved Windows. Honestly, I like Windows 10 too. I never really hated Windows 10. Like, Windows 10 LTSC like this, there's no bloatware. It's just everything that I installed. It's a really nice experience. Without the, like, if you disable all the telemetry, honestly, it's a really nice experience. I like how it's just like, it's pretty quick. It's pretty, everything's pretty jumpy. The only thing is, like, of course, you still have the stupid, like, you have settings here, and then you also still have control panel, right? So it's like, okay, pick one. So that's still annoying, but I feel like compared to Windows 11, Windows 11 is very bloated and cushy feeling. If you guys get what I'm saying, like, it feels like, even when there's not a lot going on, if like you just looking at your desktop, it just feels like there's a lot going on already, But it's something like with my newer laptop that I got, it's running Windows 11, and I kind of have to have it on Windows 11 because the software that I use on there, Windows only, the software that I use to control the dedicated GPU on there, and how I have the under voltage and all of that stuff done on there, that program, Windows only, installing BIOS updates and stuff, using the Easy Flash utilities and all of that, Windows. They only release Windows EXEs for that. So, you know, um, yeah. So that kind of sucks, but it is cool. I am glad. If you guys remember, I did have a Mac before. I'm very happy that I switched to a actual laptop, guys. I've already done some mods to it. It came with liquid metal on the CPU. I got rid of that. I changed it out for the phase shift stuff, and then I changed out the thermal putty with a aftermarket thermal putty. Oh, it took me 2 hours to like clean the liquid metal. The liquid metal application looked fine, but it wasn't escaping the barrier, but there was on the top of the barrier there was a big lump of liquid metal sitting there, and then on the bottom there was a big clump sitting there. And I was like, "Oh man, over time as this heats up, I wonder if that's just going to eat away at the barrier and then get out of it." So, I'm glad that I got out of the liquid metal. Um because that can kill your laptop. If you guys don't know what liquid metal is, it's metal that's liquid. So imagine if that gets onto any part of your motherboard while it's on. Yeah, it's dead. It's gone. Boop, you're done. And the reason I got a laptop, a PC laptop, and got away from a MacBook is because I wanted to be able to fix it, right? Without going, oh, let's get a new screen. Oh, guess what? The screen's $300 and you need to get the chips off the motherboard of the laptop that you got the screen off of and solder them onto your motherboard, or else the screen's going to look horrible. Oh, your SSD dies. All right, let's try and see if we can follow a DOS Dude 1 tutorial about soldering on your own SSD. You know? So now the laptop I have now, I want it to run for a long time. It's a really good laptop. It's got a 370 a Ryzen like 370 HX AI. It's one of those with like an NPU in it, and it's got a 30 or a 5070 Ti dedicated GPU. I want it to run for a long time. Laptop never worth fixing. I like keeping them as long as I possibly can. Like with my T400, my ThinkPad that I used to have, I still have it actually. Dude, I kept that thing going forever, and I loved it. It's so fun for me. Like, oh, we need to do this. Oh, let's swap out the battery. It's enjoyable for me, and I love keeping a laptop. I love keeping a system going, and then looking back on it a few years later and being like, dang, I got a lot of time out of this. You know what I mean? I don't like the idea of a like a MacBook. Oh, it dies, it dies. You know, because it's like, what? What do you mean? It dies, it dies. You know. But it's a good laptop. And now that I got rid of the liquid metal and everything, I hope that I can keep it going for a long time. Um, I took it apart. It's very easy to work on. Of course, the memory is soldered on. Um, that's just what you're gonna get with these newer ones. But the SSD is removable. Um, and the Wi-Fi chip is removable. The battery comes out really easily. It's 4 screws and a clip, and it comes right out. The motherboard, it's very easy to take that out too. The fans aren't even actually attached to the cooling assembly, um, too, so it's really easy to swap out the fans. It's actually very manageable. It's just, of course, if something goes wrong with the memory, I'm gonna have to replace the whole motherboard, which could be costly. But yeah, am I calling scammers? No, not for this stream. We're chilling out on this Thanksgiving stream. We're hanging out. I guess well, let me start Windows Update. That's another thing I like to do while I'm setting up these VMs. There's probably somebody waiting, like, okay, what's he gonna do next on the VM? I'm trying to watch here. The next thing I'm gonna do is Windows Update, and then while that's going, I'm gonna organize my desktop. Um, So as you guys know, I like to have these just kind of all around. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab these and move them around. Yeah, I really like the idea of being able to have a piece of hardware like that and have it and use it for years. I I know at some point, it becomes like, okay, well, you can't expect to use a laptop like that for 10 years and have amazing speeds. But I want to be able to maintain it, right? That's what I want out of a laptop. That's what I want out of a computer. If something goes wrong, I want the ability to actually try and repair it, right? And not have the company that I buy it from be like, well, we're going to install these fake software and hardware limitations specifically so you can't repair it as easily, you know? And that's what I always hated that about my MacBook when I had one. I thought it was the most like it was always in the back of my mind like if something happens to this thing, what do I do? I don't want to pay a billion dollars, to repair this, right? I want to be able to sit down, find the parts on eBay and do it myself because I know I can do it myself. I don't need freaking genius dude at Apple to tell me. I'll figure it out myself. So I'm basically what I'm saying. I'm very happy that I'm back on a PC. So yeah, then I'll just put these here. This me image I'll put down here, and I'll put the we here, and I'll put any desk here. Now this me image, I'm gonna set this. So I'm gonna go to settings. Um, home. Did my settings crash? Oh, accounts. My info. Everyone just stay there. Wait, do I have? Oh, it's password protected. I password protected this? What did I password protect this file with? Oh, I don't know the password. What's the password? What's the password? Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I forgot the password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. uh, what would I set the password as? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Scammer 1, 2, 3. Oh, why did I set a password on this? Oh, is it because it's a RAR archive? Hold on. I think I need WinRAR to access this. Will 7-zip not unlock a RAR archive? Can you have Linux on a VM even though you have Windows as your main? Yeah, you can run a Linux VM on Windows. What is this? Why'd they change this? Okay. I just get scammed. This is WinRAR, right? Preparing. Oh, okay. It is WinRAR. The other is Nix. Nix OS. Easy setup, sure. Yeah, I was into Nix OS for a while, but kind of, I don't know, fell out of it. Close. Now, can I open that file? Oh, Wrong thing. Start WinRAR, create. Yeah, sure. Where do I put WinRAR now? Here? The king of the hill. Okay, hold on. I don't know what's in this file. WinRAR. Oh, now it's asking me. That's not the password? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, what's the password? I don't know the password. What? Scammer 1, 2, 3. Scammer 1, 2, 3, 4. Desktop. The password's password. All right. I have to do a thing. And I can't show you guys. I don't do this. I don't condone this on regular Windows, really. But for a version of Windows that you don't want a scammer to have any of your private information, I have to do a thing. So just give me a second, guys. Is this one not going to work? Hold on. Let me try this one. Oh, no, that's .NET Framework. Try this one. Yes. Why is this one in Russian? Completed. I see. No. Oh, is it because this one's on the enterprise? Is this one gonna give me a headache? I love this. Give me a second, y'all. Take your time. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little stream here. Oh, successful. Did it work? Let me see. Oh no, it's still running. I just tried to close it. Oops. No, don't close. I didn't mean that. Oh crap. Let me reopen it. Let me see. Is there any reasons to use a VM over portable install of Windows? Portable install of Windows for baiting scammers? To use like a portable install of Windows. I'm not even sure what you mean in that situation. Well, if you're using like any version of Windows that's not a VM, you're gonna be they're gonna have access to like your whole network and everything. You're not gonna be able to use snapshots. You're not gonna be able to do any of that stuff. So I'd say yeah, definitely always use a virtual machine where you can go and control that. Oh, why is this one not working? Expected this to work, but it's not working. Oh, this one's pretty new. Let me copy this. Give me a second, guys. I can't show this on the screen. Oh, it's from here. Oh, okay. Let me copy this and download this. Automatic. No thanks. Oh, why is? Let me turn off safe security. No protection. Turn off. Come on, man. It's from GitHub. Let me go here. Go that. Extract files. Go here. Go like that. Do I have terminal on here? Or is it just PowerShell? PowerShell. Can I run as administrator? Yes. I'm gonna go to oh no, 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 okay, okay. Stop listing all those files. Stop it. Now. Stop it. CD desktop. Let me just go. How do I list my current directory? PWD. Oh, that works. So I gotta go to user. There we go. Users. What did I call this? Asus. Downloads. Nope. Downloads. ls. Then I want to go to this directory. And then I want to go from that directory to this directory. And then I want to go here to run that. The term run is not. Where do you want me to run this in? Oh, that's not a command. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys, I'm stupid. I know you guys don't even. You're like, what is he even talking about? I was reading instructions. That's something different. Run as administrator. A second. So oh, okay. Run. Oh no. Oh, oh boy. I think all of this. Oh, and it does it by itself. Oh, that's cool. What method do I choose? Oh, number one. One. And this will just do it. Initializing. Connected. Diagnostic test. Oh, it changed something. Error code. Okay, now it's giving me a different error code. Oh, now all of that went away. Hey, with a digital license. Okay. Press any key to go back. Sweet. Wow, I need to put this on TSU. Can I copy this? I need to put this on TSU for the. I can't say it on stream, but I need to put that on TSU. If you guys don't know what I was doing, I'll just show you this page. You can get the gist of it. There, you can kind of get what I was doing. Delete that. Anyways, oh, yeah, get rid of those. Just pretend those aren't there. Delete. Get away. Get away. Okay, just pretend those aren't there. You guys saw nothing. And I know it's a bit unethical to do that. But I'm sorry, I'm not putting in a I'm not putting in an actual key that has information from me on a bait virtual machine. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to settings and do what I was doing, accounts. Browser one, an image, desktop, and I'm gonna go to me. There's me. I'm a British guy. Okay. And then I think I want to do dark mode. I'm gonna be honest. I've been not liking the light mode. LTSC has dark mode, right? Yeah. Wait. Ooh, dark. Yes, that's nice. Okay, now I need to choose a wallpaper. Let's see, what wallpaper should I go with? Hmm. Chonk. Should I go with the chonk? This is an old wallpaper. If y'all know when I used to use this wallpaper all the time, y'all are old school. Old school. If you guys know this, if y'all know this wallpaper, it's old school. Oh, this one too. I used to use this one all the time. We'll go with this one. It's like Christmas time almost. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's nice. I like that. And then I need to pin some things to my taskbar. So let's go here. Ah, there it is. Pin to taskbar. We'll pin QuickBooks to taskbar. We'll pin Discord. Spotify. CCleaner. Dropbox. Okay. Okay, now it looks like Windows updates. So I'm gonna restart, let these updates install. And we're kind of all the way there. The only thing I need to do now is my browser. I need to put all my fake bookmarks back for the news websites and stuff, and then log into my bait email address, and that's kind of it for this virtual machine for me. And then now over the next few days, as I'm doing stuff to the virtual machine, I'm just gonna like as I'm baiting and stuff, I'm just gonna restart it and start it up, browse a few things, basically just get some history going. Especially installing updates is really good too. When you're installing updates on Windows, it generates a lot of logs in the event viewer. I've gotten so many scammers angry out of the gate recently. Scam baiting picking up. Maybe it's a little bit more mainstream now. I'm not sure. actually. It could just be because, the holiday season, with Christmas coming up and Thanksgiving today and Black Friday tomorrow. I don't know. Could be that. I have no clue. Dark mode is where it's at. Thanks for the relaxing stream revolts. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Yo, for sure. Yeah, it's been a nice chill one, huh? This is very different than my usual. It's a lot different than the usual. Been getting ones that immediately accuse me of scam baiting when I haven't talked to them before. Just could be those specific call centers could be getting hit sometimes when scam because what scammers do is they pass around the same phone numbers to each other. Um, they could have a bunch of scam baiters numbers in their rotation, and then when they're sending out their fake phone calls and their fake text messages, they're getting a lot of scam baiters calling them. That could be causing a lot of frustration. Did my VM just freeze? Old Windows 10 wallpaper. Still have to verify my number on Discord. It kept tell not valid. Yeah, you have to verify your number for the Discord server. I have that enabled on the server because I've had a lot of stuff in the past with people raiding my server. Uh, it's really weird. It's like people that I don't even from other servers. Like people that just want to troll me or something. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I just turn that setting on. We still get some stuff sometimes, but just ban them. Yeah. Looks like now it's restarting. And then did it freeze again? Oh, there we go. A semi-regular chill and chat stream would be cool. Oh, a regular one. I was like, that's kind of what we're doing. But yeah, yeah. Usually, it's only really days like this I can do these type of streams because it's understandable for people because it's like, oh, it's a holiday. There's not really going to be scammers today. So especially a federal holiday, there's just not as many scammers as usual. It's one of those days where everything's just kind of dry. So it's understandable. But if it's a day where there's scammers active, I will get so many people in my chat like, "Hey, why aren't you calling scammers?" It's not something I can really do unless it's like on my gaming channel, because a lot of people kind of get a little annoyed at me. If I somehow disable Netstat and Event Viewer, and you could also set Reg Edit and Task Manager to be disabled. What if I disabled those? Like as a troll video? Or like, what if I did that? I don't know. I mean, the scammers would probably just like see that it's not working and then move on. They'd probably try to improvise with their scam. That's what I think they do. They try and improvise what to say and tell you next. I'm not sure if it would cause any like big reaction from them, if that's what you're asking me. I don't think they'd be like, "Oh, what? What are you talking about?" Um, are you freaking great? Like, but some of them might. Some of them get very accusatory. Like if a website, I've had scammers where their ConnectWise control website literally does not work. Like it just straight up does not work. I'm not doing anything to mess with them, and then they'll be like, "What are you talking about? It should work. It works." And then you're like, "Okay, I'm trying the website, but it's not loading. It's literally not working." And they'll be like, "No, no, no," and then they'll hang up on you. So you do get some scammers like that, um, because they think they can never be wrong, you know. But yeah, run a script where if you run netstat, it returns computer is secure and no issues found. Yeah, yeah, there's stuff like that. People have done bait videos like that in the past, actually, like a few years ago. Yeah, I think even like Lewis's Tech might have done something like that a while back. I'm pretty sure. Can I disable a task manager? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can disable a task manager. I've disabled it before, I think. Okay, so we're gonna close all this stuff. Let's leave that on. Later, we'll say later. Okay, this VM looks pretty good right now. We'll go here. Can we add like, um, oh wait, I don't know how to add things here. Oh, Evernote. Let's just add some stuff here so it looks populated. Like Google Drive, Google Earth. Just some stuff there so that kind of looks populated. Um, yeah, we can leave all this here. That's fine. Um, Overall, I mean, this should be okay. Let's see if MS uh 32 says the same thing. Yeah, it still says for the BIOS, it still says VMware, even though I changed that. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Um, and then yeah, let's go. Let me add some bookmarks to my web browser. So let's go to like CNN Texas. Because I know CNN has like a actual Texas thing, right? How do I go Texas? Isn't there like CNN Texas? If I just do I gotta just do CNN? I don't know. I guess we'll just bookmark CNN. Then let's go to here. Where's the icon? Okay. Does that open? No, I want this show bookmarks bar. Show the bookmarks bar on all tabs. So if I go here, okay. Let's do CNN. Let's do Tuda mail. Let's get my mail. Log in. App.tuda.com. Favorite that. We'll get Fox News. Favorite that. MS. What is it? MSNBC. Is this one it? Dot now? It says msnbc.com, ms.now. Formerly MS. Oh, MS now. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. I guess it's a different website now. Um, any good voice changer recommendations for on Linux? I have no idea, to be honest. I use VoiceMod. Um, oh, what do you use? NBC. Can't be reached. Why not? I use VoiceMod for Linux voice changer. I have no idea. Did my internet break on the VM again? My internet's still here, right? Oh yeah, let's favorite YouTube. Um, Facebook. Favorite that. And let's just like browse some Facebook things. Click some links. Kind of get Facebook in my history. There we go. Does this website just not work? Oh, now it works. Okay. I'll move these together. Oh, where's the fav icon? Okay. I want the freaking icon. Shouldn't the fav icon be like one of the first things to load? Thank you. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. This I don't want here, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go like that. We're gonna. How do I change these? How do I change this? Oh, customize Chrome maybe. What color? We'll go purple. Nah, we'll go. Ooh, that's a nice shade of like blue. Toolbar. My shortcuts don't show that. Okay. And then actually, well, I think I'll keep Google as my homepage now. I was using Duck. I was using DuckDuckGo. But no. All right, let me fill up my history again with that file. Remember that file I showed you guys from before? Chrome fill. I'm going to do it again because you really just want a bunch of history. You want a ton of history. Dual booting Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC so I could run voice mod. Isn't voice mod paid? Yeah, it's paid. It's cheap. It's like $11 every 3 months or something. It's really cheap. So I mean, $11 every 3 months. I think that's what every 3 months. Oh. I think is that. I mean, $4 a month. I think so. I don't know. Is it also yearly though? I think they have a yearly plan. They probably do. Like everything has a yearly plan now. All right, let's try Chrome. Also, if you do like a Chrome fill thing like I just did, just keep in mind next time you start Chrome, this thing's gonna come up. So you might want to start Chrome once and then close it and then start it again. Okay, I think this VM is pretty populated. There's only one other thing I want to do real quick is I want to get next DNS. So if you guys are wondering how I'm able to monitor the DNS queries and everything, what is going on with this right now? Why is the DNS like okay? So if you guys are wondering how I monitor my DNS for my virtual machine, um, like outside of my virtual machine, and I'm able to just block websites without you actually me seeing me do anything. I use NextDNS. Um, so I just need to go into this and download this. So I'm gonna block this really quick. Sorry guys, I can't show you. Um, but I use that, and I don't of course it's a randomly generated account, random fake email, password, all that stuff. Of course, because what do I say, guys? Don't use your personal information on the virtual machine. That is the number one rule, right? So I use my bait email address, and I have a totally randomized password that I just made. Um, I smashed random keys on my keyboard, I think, or I used like a password generator, one of the two. Um, but yeah, log in, never save, and then I'm gonna download the client on this. Yo, Mark Fanberg with the 5 super chat. Yo, thank you, man. Every scammer that called this week, I told them my name is Alex Wilson, and they all hang up. Yo, nice. Well, that's one of that's like the names that they use. So yeah, that makes sense. They're probably they're probably butthurt. They're like, oh man, this guy knows our thing. Okay, let me set up next DNS on here. Finish configuration ID. Um, configuration ID. Grab this. Let me just type it out manually. And save. Now I should be able to go into my logs, and I should be able to see DNS requests made by this. So if I go here, let me just go like that and log out up here. Then now if I go to like YouTube, okay, yeah, it's set up. Cool. So now I can monitor the DNS right here. So you see next DNS. So you saw I was just on YouTube. So now if I go, I can or I can go back. I can if I block youtube.com now. So you guys don't see me doing anything on here, right? Now watch this. I go here, I go to YouTube. It thinks my internet's gone. Even though my internet works. So this is cached in my browser. That's why it's still loading that. But if I take it to like if I go to Edge and I try to go to YouTube, can't reach this page because I blocked it on the DNS level. And it's free. And then now if I unblock it and I go to YouTube, it works. And you guys didn't even see me do anything. So that's a pro tip. If you guys want to block out websites at the DNS level while you're talking to scammers, set up a fake Next DNS account, set that up, and then just be logged into the website on your host machine. And you can go through the deny list and everything. And it's really good too if scammers like, if you guys are wondering how I got like the website or the URLs that fake application the scammers were set up for QuickBooks were using, I did it through this. I just watched the DNS queries through the logs on this, and I was able to see that. So it's really cool. So, yeah, when you get to a portion of this like this now, obviously haven't baited any scammers yet. You don't want to bait any scammers yet. You want to because you haven't set a snapshot. You need a snapshot. So this is the great thing about VMware, VirtualBox, programs like these. You can set a snapshot. So we're going to go to VM, snapshot, take snapshot, and we'll call this first. Well, we'll say snapshot one. VM is set up. Next, DNS installed. Oops, that's not how you spell installed. Just need to log into fake accounts and take snapshot. And then now that's going to take a snapshot of your virtual machine, depending on if you're using a hard drive, how slow your system is, or whatnot. The snapshot may take a while. It will show you if you go out of full screen. Saving state. I like to keep it in full screen while I take the snapshot, just to keep all the files and stuff where they are. Yeah. So that is the setup, man. That's kind of everything. Now I just need to log into my fake accounts, and this virtual machine will be great for baiting scammers. As you can see here, I don't think I can disable this icon actually. That actually might be a good idea. Oh no. Oh, you can't disable the icon. Never mind. I thought you could disable the icon. Anyways, but yeah, everything is set up. It looks great. It looks used. It's got applications. If you just saw this and you didn't go looking through everything meticulously, it looks just like a regular computer. And as the days go on, as I create new snapshots, as I add things to this and adjust things to this over time, this will just look more and more legit as time goes on. So yeah, that's kind of the setup. It's really simple. You know, it's nothing too complicated. As you guys saw here, just takes a bit of time, and once you have it set up, create a snapshot, and then Yeah, you're all good. How do I make a different website open that's fake? I don't know if you do that. A fake bank? Oh, I don't have any fake banks or anything like that. Yeah. I was supposed to make one in the past, and I just never got to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll vibe code one. Who knows? But yeah, I haven't set one up. How do I get all the desktop apps really easily? Yeah, I did all that. I'd recommend going back towards the beginning of the stream. I went over all of that. This whole VM didn't exist before the stream started. I set everything up step by step on stream. Since you're on YouTube, you can just, if you click on the timeline, just roll it back, and yeah, I go over everything, getting the icons on here and all of that, the applications, all that. Oh, oh yeah, no, that should be good. Let's see if the snapshot's completed. Now it's at 74%. Okay, we'll let it finish. We'll let it finish. I was like, yeah, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now. Yeah, been going for a little bit here on this Thanksgiving stream. Can I please repeat everything I said? 2 hours of repeating. No, I think it's completed. I'll give it another second. I don't know if it's fully completed, the snapshot. But yeah, as always, man, if you guys aren't on TSU, I'd recommend checking it out. TechScammersUnited.com. You can always type !TSU for that if you guys are trying to get into scam baiting. The scam bait guide's on there. I'm going to add this stream to the scam bait guide. I'm just going to put like newer instructions or something. I don't know. I'll add this stream to the scam bait guide, and maybe not today, but I'll link it so people in the future who go to the guide can see that. But yeah, it's a pretty simple process. I always tell you guys, you don't need anything crazy, sophisticated, or advanced, to do this stuff. Just always remember, don't put your personal information on a virtual machine that you're baiting from. Don't give the scammers your personal information. Don't call with your personal number. Um, you know, just always want to remember that, to um, keep yourself safe so the scammers don't actually get any of your information. You know what I mean? Um, oh, what did someone ask? Someone asked if did I miss a question? He does stream often. His whispers are off. Did someone try? I don't, I'm never good at reading how replies are on freaking Twitch. Did someone ask a question? Did no one ask a question? Or did someone ask a question? I don't think anyone. Someone said something about whispers. Okay, cool. Where is that? Oh, are you guys responding to each other? I thought someone else asked a question. Okay, never mind. Totally confusing my chat. Confusing myself with the chat now. About the fake bank. Oh, yeah, I don't have any fake bank set up. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm really bad at understanding Twitch. I don't like how Twitch replies are. I can't click on it and it won't, like, I'm used to Discord where I can click on it and it just jumps me to the reply. How do I get ConnectWise control to refuse to run? I don't. I just don't run it. Yeah, I make up everything I tell them about it not running and giving me errors. Or you can, if you guys are trying to make like an application not open, I guess, like specifically like how I do with Ultra Viewer, I go to the application in the downloads, I right click it, I edit with Notepad and I delete like the code, the compiled code. I delete it and then I save it, and then the application won't run because I deleted a bunch of crap. Just delete that. Yeah. That's how I get at doing those errors. But yeah, I think that is probably the end here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off here. And yeah, I'll drop a little raid over on Twitch if y'all want to go somewhere else after. But yeah, as far as anything else from me today, I did drop the full scammer versus calculator highlight on the second channel. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, you guys want to check it out, I'll drop the link in chat for you guys. Let me go and drop those links. And also, if you're not in the Discord, man, if you guys want to join the Discord, get notifications for the streams, new uploads, all of that stuff. Also drop that in the chat. Definitely recommend checking it out. Over 1,000 people, almost 1,100 people, almost 1,100 people in the Discord. So if you guys want to check it out, check it out. Can I later give a list of apps on the Text Scammers United? I'm guessing TSU that people should install. They're just random programs. You can install whatever you want. The only goal is just to make the virtual machine look real. That's it. Yeah. If you go through and watch the beginning of the stream and watch the part where I open up Nyanite, you'll see I just click whatever. Yeah. There's no rhyme. The only rhyme and reason to it is just filling up your virtual machine with programs to make it look real. Yeah. But yeah. All right. I'm gonna be ending this off here. As always, man, thank you everybody for coming out to the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I should be live tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be like a proper scam bait stream. Because after these federal holidays, scammers. We'll call them scammers. They're not. Well, they are people, but still, they're scammers. Drop off, and like that other scammer was saying yesterday, they're taking Friday off too. I know there's some scammers today, but there's a lot less. So we'll see. I should be live doing something tomorrow though, so just watch out for that. But yeah, as always, thank you everybody for coming out to the stream on this Thanksgiving day, and I hope y'all have a good rest of the day for your Thanksgiving, man. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.